guys, welcome to our first week of Sunday School Online. We miss seeing you guys each week and being able to spend time reading the Bible and learning about Jesus together. But until we can be together again, I hope that you will join us here every Sunday morning at 11 o'clock. So, before we settle down to hear today's story, make sure you get whoever's at home to print you out one of this week's resource packs. Inside it, there's a memory verse for you to colour in and to learn. There's a rainbow craft for you to complete that we'll hear a wee bit about later on. And there's also some worksheets for you to do today or later on in the week. We also know how much you guys love to sing and to dance and to worship Jesus. So we've added a link with this video to one of the songs that we would usually be singing together on a Sunday morning for you to listen to at home and sing together with everyone around you. As always, we would love to see what you've been up to. So why not get an adult or someone at home to take a picture of your craft or a video of you singing one of the songs or learning your memory verse, and then get them to put it on Facebook or Instagram and tag us at Ballygowan Youth. So if you've got this week's activities, then you will know that today we're going to be hearing about the story of Noah's Ark. The story of Noah can be found in the book of Genesis, which is right at the very front of the Bible in the New Testament. It's the very first book of the Bible. So get yourselves comfortable and we'll get ready to hear the story together. During Noah's lifetime, people were acting very wickedly. This made God unhappy. It made him sad because people seemed to be thinking more about themselves than about God. Noah, however, was a good man. He loved and obeyed God, and God loved Noah very much. Actually, God loved all the people as much as he loved Noah. But at that time, only Noah was listening to God. God told Noah to go and to build an ark, which is a big, big boat. So Noah followed God's plan and built a boat that was 1.5 football fields long. That's a huge boat. Noah's neighbours laughed at him because there wasn't any wet water in the desert where they lived. But God told Noah that a great flood was coming. Noah tried to warn the people to change their ways so that they could hear God too. But they wouldn't listen. They just kept going on with their selfish lives. Then God asked Noah to collect 2 of all the creatures of the earth and bring them into the ark. He also told the animals to go and to find Noah, so it wasn't that hard for Noah to gather them up. Pairs of each kind of animal were put safely inside the ark before it began to rain. Noah's wife, his 3 sons, and their wives were also safe on the boat. When everyone was aboard, God shut the door. Noah and his families and the animals lived in the ark for 7 days before the first raindrops fell. Then it rained for 40 days and 40 nights. Soon the earth was covered with water, and after it stopped raining, the water continued to rise for another 150 days. Then the ark landed in a mountain range during the 7th month of the flood. Then God sent a big wind and the waters began to evaporate. Noah and his floating zoo had to stay in the ark for several more months while the earth slowly dried out. Finally, Noah sent a raven out of the ark's window to look for land, but the raven never returned. Noah waited another week for the water level to go down and then sent a dove to do the same thing. The dove couldn't find a place to rest, so it returned to the ark. Another week passed, and then Noah sent the dove out again. This time, it came back with an olive branch. Noah knew that the water was low enough for a tree branch to start to show. When Noah sent off the dove a week later, it didn't return. The dove had found a place to live on dry land. Altogether, Noah and his family and the animals lived on the ark for 1 year, 1 month, and 27 days. It was now time for all the creatures and Noah's family to move off the ark. Noah and his family and the animals needed to start life over again. And after everyone left the ark, Noah prayed to God to thank him for keeping them safe. Suddenly, a bright rainbow filled the sky. This was God's promise that he would never flood the earth again. In today's story, we heard about how Noah trusted God, even though his friends and all the people around him thought he was mad. Noah still listened to what God was saying to him and built an ark in the middle of the desert. But by listening to God, Noah managed to save 2 of every kind of animal and his family. Can you imagine what it would have been like to have been stuck in the ark for all that time? Like, imagine how smelly it would have been with all those animals. But when the rain stopped and the floodwaters went away, God put a rainbow in the sky as a promise to Noah and his family that he would never flood the earth again. And that was the sign of his promise. And from that day on until now, the rainbow has been remembered as a sign of God's promise to us and a reminder of the hope that we have in him and in Jesus to keep us safe and to protect us. I don't know about you, but I think at the minute the rainbow would be a great sign to help remind people of God's love for them and that he will keep them safe. So why not colour in the rainbow craft that's in your resource pack and then stick it in your window so that all your neighbours can see it? And they'll be able to know and remember God's promise and also know about the hope that we have in Jesus. There's also some other activities that you can take part in while the adults are listening and watching the main church service. There's a memory verse that we would love you to learn and a prayer challenge for you to complete with all the other people in your household. We hope that you have a fantastic week, and I look forward to seeing you back here next Sunday morning at 11 o'clock and during the week seeing your pictures and videos of what you've been up to today. Guys, I'll see you next week, but remember, keep washing your hands.